Accelerator, a film about real time, promoting digital independence.
Hello everybody, this is Momo from TheMomoZone, and welcome to the Accelerator videos. While I was in Death Valley, I got to meet this incredible woman called Sharon. Sharon is a recovering cancer patient, and she disclosed and shared with me what it's like to figure out you have cancer and what it's like to overcome it. When you see this woman and hear her words, you will understand how beautiful life really is. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Sharon, you rock.
Everybody is going to have something in their life happen to them. Anybody who thinks they're going to get through life without a problem is in trouble. It's how you handle the problem. And when I was told I had cancer, after I stopped crying,
that's a big word to hear.
It is. You just think, well, how long do I have? But for one second, I thought, oh, how long do I have? And then after that, it's, oh, what do I have to do to live? And I just started the fight. And you do your surgeries and your treatments, and there's blessings in everything. What it taught me is, first of all we have in this world is each other. And people came out of the woodwork to help me. After surgeries, there was dinner at my door every day at 5 o'clock. Gifts and prayers, just everything was there. Great. And that just makes you, I loved life before the cancer. I was one of those lucky ones that have just lived a charmed life. And but you go through something like that, and then you just really realize what life's about.
So support was a very big part in your recovery?
Absolutely. Just knowing people were there and caring, and family, friends, just incredible.
And this happened while you were here in Death Valley?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I went in for a simple surgery, and they found the cancer. And so...
How long was the treatment for?
2 surgeries and then 5 weeks of radiation. Probably about 8 months of actual being out of work and treatments and surgeries.
Wow. And a lot of I hear a lot of people say basically that their illness was an isolation factor, or we're very afraid sometimes to speak of our illnesses. So that's why I was kind of wondering about the support system. Mm-hmm. Do you find that if there hadn't been that support system, you wouldn't have recovered as well or as fast, or really it's a personal struggle within yourself that you can attribute it to?
That's a good question. I think it's both. Because from the very first I thought, oh, well, what do I do? Like I said, what do I do to get rid of this? But it got scary times, and that's when the support comes in handy.
But you vocalized it. You told people.
Oh, I was terrible. Oh, I have cancer. I was not. Yes, I did not. Like I say, all we have is each other. And if you hide inside yourself and don't let people help you, it's a gift to let people help you. So many people can only help. And no, I was grateful for everything, and wanted people around me.
That's beautifully said. It is a gift to let people help you, because, a lot of times, that's, as I was saying before, I think that people isolate themselves with their problems for whatever reason, and it's a gift to actually let them help you, because we all need it, for sure, definitely, and to reach out to other people is amazing.
Yeah, I think when people care about you, you care about yourself more too. So I was very blessed with friends and family.
You were saying that food was a big part of...
I gave a lot of thought to, that why me, and I thought it's because of my diet. I know that because I don't do stress, I love myself, I just could not figure out, and it's my diet. I would eat sugars and fats and, try to keep the vegetables off my plate, and I honestly can say that my diet caused my cancer.
Wow. So at that point, you're like, okay, my diet caused my cancer, so there's a responsibility factor also.
Yes, and even with that, and after all my fight, it's been a year doing the same thing, And until about 3 months ago, and I thought, oh, what is wrong with me? And that's when I've done some studying and really got serious about it.
So what was the first step in getting you, after you realizing, okay, it's my diet, because food also, it could be an addiction, you know, especially like you said, the fats and the sugars and the convenient foods or whatever. So what was the first step in saying, okay, the food is the culprit, or the way I'm eating is the culprit, what do I do now?
First, get honest with yourself. Yeah, it's you can talk and talk and talk, but till you honestly believe it and you want to do something about it. And I just made a commitment to myself. And if you can't keep a commitment to yourself, who can you? So I don't want to let myself down. So I've only lost 14 pounds, but it's 14 pounds and I already feel like a different person.
That's amazing.
My energy is incredible. I visualize every morning what I want my life to be, and how I'm going to eat, and how I'm going to exercise, and what thoughts I'm going to have, and how I'm going to handle situations when they come up. And then I get up and I just start the day, and I have control.
That's beautiful.
Oh, and that control is just a wonderful feeling. Yes.
You've also started a walk.
Oh, yes. So, that 13 years ago, I was a little nervous about sleeping out in the desert by myself.
One would be.
So I thought, oh, well, I'll walk to Stovepipe Wells, 28 miles away, sleep out halfway, and I don't care how scared I get, I can't get home. So I did it, and then did it every year for 10 years. And I'd go the Saturday, the day before, put a gallon of water every 5 miles, and where I was going to sleep, a sleeping bag and ice chest.
But what made you do that the first time? I mean,
Because I was afraid to.
At that point, you're confronting your fear. You're saying, okay, I live in the desert. I'm afraid to go across and to sleep alone in the desert, which is a pretty normal fear to have. But you've conquered it, and you said, I'm going to do it, and you did it, just because you wanted to conquer it.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah. and so I did the first time. So then it just became the morning when I got up like 6 o'clock and started walking through the desert, and I had this Indian drum music on. I don't think my feet touched the ground. I mean, I was floating through the desert, you know, it was... I did it every year for 10 years, wouldn't let anybody go with me. Just, it was my thing. And other
were they
employees
scared
would
for you?
want to, yes.
So they were
And
worried.
people would drive out on the road and, you know, check on me, and, oh yes. And then when I got married, he thought he'd go.
And you said,
No,
that's mine.
but he would check on me too. And so then when I found out I had cancer, I couldn't do it, of course, because of the treatments. And my daughter, Stacy, she called up Paulette, or my friend here, and said she wanted to do the walk. So Paulette wouldn't let her do it alone, so they did it together.
That's really cool.
But it wasn't on the same day I did it for the 10 years. So Paulette got this idea of doing it again on that day. So she got 6 employees together. And they did it, and it really affected them. So the next year, 19 people walked.
That's crazy.
Last year, 31. We have support vehicles. We camp out in the campground, and raised enough money to help 2 other people fight cancer on property.
That's amazing.
It's taken on a life of its own. We do a 27-mile walk through Death Valley to Stovepipe Wells the first Sunday of every May. And this is the scroll from last year. These are names of people fighting cancer, the cancer is taken, survivors of cancer. And they're from employees, guests, walkers. We walk 14 miles, then we go to the campground and have a candlelight ceremony and light a candle for each person on the scroll. So it means a lot to the walkers, even people that they don't have family or friends suffering from cancer. It touches them in a way that gives them strength. And
Yeah, you're even trying to get me to do it.
I have a lot of work to do there, I think.
It's so unusual to just say, I want to, go through the desert and sleep in the middle of the desert. And I mean, have you always been someone who confronted their fears that way?
Somewhat. I'm afraid of everything. I mean, I've gone
That's very honest.
all around Europe for 4 months by myself and slept in places you wouldn't think I should. But yet I don't ride a bicycle. I'm afraid to ride a bicycle. Now I've tried, and I don't like it, so I don't do it. But somewhat I do. But
I guess you have to choose your battles.
and that's it. That's a good way of putting it. Yes.
But it's remarkable. I mean, you know, when we first met you at the restaurant, and we just like automatically were struck by this beautiful, amazing energy. And then, you know, to scratch the surface a little bit and to see that there's like a deeper, beautiful story, and actually someone who is actually very inspiring has been really cool. And you know, thank you so very much for sharing
Oh,
the
it's been an
story.
honor meeting you guys. I mean,
Thank you. Well, we faced a little bit of our fears coming out here in the desert. It's very cool,
it's
but
isolated. It can be.
you know, there is a magic here for sure. For
It
sure.
is. It's spiritual.
Yeah.
It's just
It
a
really
magic.
is.
Yeah, it is. It's just.
Do you find that people that come here are like getting away from something or coming to something? It seems like a very almost like not necessarily transitional area, but something about the people here, and you know, the way that everybody has a tag with the place they're from originally.
Yeah.
Do you find that it's a place that people come to find peace?
As far as employees, I think it's two different kinds. People that just love themselves, love this lifestyle, want to experience something new. And there's ones that just can't get along in the real world or want a place to just go away. And thank God there's a place for those people too.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally.
And they come and find a home and friends, so yeah.
Well, we've adopted this place, and we'll be back for sure.
wonderful.
I just want you to elaborate maybe a little bit on one more thing. It's the diet factor. If you could
Yes.
give us, you know, people out there struggling possibly with self-control and those issues, you know, what it is that you've changed in your diet that's permitted you to become healthy.
Well, the very first thing is your thought process. It is everything. I have tried many times to get healthy, and until you want it, you don't. But I think about everything that I put in my mouth. You know, I have my cereal and yogurt and nuts in the morning, and so I'm happy with that. So then I start thinking about lunch, and I don't snack, where snacking was a big problem with me, but I just don't do it. I want the control. I want to say no to food, not have food control me. Yeah.
And as we were saying before, it's become a large problem of our populations of North America.
It really is. It's scary. I worry about the youth, the kids, and the Cokes and the sugars, and not sitting down together for dinners, and just things that I think you don't have control when you don't have family dinners and
It's true.
yeah.
Yeah, when you're eating in front of the TV, you just kind of
And not
gobble,
talking.
gobble.
I heard something once that if I was raising my children now, they would have dinner every day, and each child would tell me what was the best thing that happened to him that day and what was the worst.
That's
And
beautiful.
yeah, and something might come out that, you know, the neighbor, I didn't like the way the neighbor touched me, or I got an A today. You know, there might be just talk
That's
to your
such a
kids.
beautiful thing.
And you have to move your body. Getting back to the food, you have to move. Some kind of exercise. But you know, now that I'm cooking and thinking about all the ingredients, I made some kind of dish, I don't know, can't remember what it was, and I thought, this tastes better than any cheeseburger that I've ever had. It was just tasted wonderful, and I thought, why did I get in that rut?
And it's a rut, you're right.
Yeah, and you just have to make the choice, because it's your life. It's not just, you know, that you're going to get cancer. You're not going to enjoy your life. You're not going to have the energy. So, make a commitment to yourself.
Thank you with all our hearts.
It's been a
and
gift for me. Life's fun.
Life
Well,
is
you know,
fun. It can be.
Oh, it's so much fun, and we all had things that bad happen to us, and it's how you handle it.
Absolutely.
You know, I've had a few things, and I had a daughter that died, and I thought, you know, I can't live through this, but then you do,
But you did.
and it makes you stronger. And then I think there are women that can't have children. I've had 2 children. I've lost one, but how much luckier I am then.
Are you
Even
close
other
to the
people.
other one?
Oh, she's a doll.
Wonderful.
Oh, she's so cute.
How old is she?
She's 42.
Wow. Yeah, so we're about the same generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a sweetie. So
Oh, that's
I've been
beautiful.
blessed.
Last thing, and
Yes.
just a little shout out to Momo, who's not well.
Oh, and I just love him.
And he loves you. He adores
yes.
you.
It's been a pleasure, a gift meeting you, really. And I have a new friend.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
God bless you.